So friends, welcome back to Digitalk, and in this session I am going to show you how we can take the JFR recordings, which is Java flight recording, for the troubleshooting, and then how we can use or open it with the JMC JDK mission control tool for the analysis of the Java flight recording. Okay, so let me go back to my JFR section of this document. Okay, this is the lab document which is part of the lab 1 and lab 2. And if you want this document along with the other PDF document, and then apart from the Weblogic handbook, okay, then you can write to me on digitalk.fmw@gmail.com, which is available on bare minimum cost. Okay, let me go to JFR section. Okay, so what is JFR? So is Java Flight Recorder is a powerful tool for collecting detailed runtime information about a Java application, including Java Weblogic. It captures low overhead and detailed data about the JVM and application behavior. JFR can provide insight into CPU usage, memory utilization, method profiling, and other runtime matrices, adding in performance analysis and troubleshooting. So if you are doing certain kind of a performance analysis of your WebLogic server, or maybe you are doing a certain kind of a troubleshooting for high memory utilization, high CPU utilizations, or any kind of a troubleshooting, in that case JFR is very useful. Okay, this is just like a black box for aeroplane. Okay, it contains all of the crucial information that is required for the analysis. Okay, and for that there is a way how you can run the JFR, how you can take the JFR recordings. Okay, and in one important thing, if you are going to use JFR recording, which is a commercial option, okay, in specifically in the professional and live environments, for that you have to enable the commercial feature, which is unlock commercial feature and flight recorder. These are the two options that you have to add in your JVM if you would like to take the JFR recordings. Okay, if it is not there, then JFR recording will not work, because this is a commercial feature. Okay, and also make sure the order should be the first you are defining this unlock commercial feature, and after that you are writing flight recorder. If you will write in reverse order, first flight recorder and then unlock commercial, then it will not going to work for you. So the order would be same which I have mentioned on this particular document. Okay, so once this is enabled for your JVM, for your servers, then you can take the heap dump, you can create the JFR recordings with the help of this particular command, which is JCMD. So JCMD is a tool or a command which is bundled with the JDK, right? And then PID of your server, then JFR in capital dot start in small letter, duration equal to for how long you would like to create the JFR recording, and then your file name, which is straightforward. This is a screenshot of I have given, and I am going to show you on the screen as well how you can generate it. Okay, and to update the parameters, you have a multiple options. Either you can add this in your set domain env file so that it gets reflected for each and every server, right? You have in your domain, and if you would like to add this for each and every server from the admin console instead of the file, then you update it from the console. Go to your WebLogic console, click on your server configuration, server start tab, and inside the arguments you can add this one. Let me show you in my environment where I have added this one. So this is my domain. Let me click on my server and then configuration and then server start tab and then the argument. Okay, you can see that this is the argument which we have enabled: unlock commercial feature and then flight recorder, right? So this is where we have to enable this one, right? And then I have specified the memory argument for my server, right? Now after this one, once you will grab the process, you can able to see this particular arguments in the process as well. Okay, and let me show you this one. Let me log into my machine. Let me take the public IP of my machine, which is running on EC2 instance. Let me take the public IP of my machine, and then let me log into my machine. Okay. So the user is EC2-user, which is the default user for AWS account for EC2 machines. And then let me specify my password. Okay. And let me switch back to my Oracle user, which I have used for WebLogic installation. Wait. Okay, the authentication is failure. Let me try again. Okay, I'm there now. So let me see the process. So my managed server, which is running or not. The name of my server is C server underscore 1. Okay, it is there with the process ID 2561. Right. So let me go back to document and what I was showing you. Okay, the commercial argument that you have specified in the JVM argument. So this is the commercial feature that we have specified in the order, right? And this is the memory argument, and this is the same thing that we have configured from the console, right? So now this is reflecting, so that means we are able to create the JFR recordings now. So the first thing is that you have to grab the process, right? As I have explained in my other sessions as well, this is the basic command to grab the process ID. If you would like to use some more advanced command, these are the commands for that one, which will give you the specific server and the corresponding PID, okay, instead of just the complete details. Like, so this is the command which will give the complete details, and we will going to run this command. This will show you all the server instances running on this particular node along with the corresponding PID. So this is the PID of my managed admin server, which is with the name of cluster admin server, and this is the PID of my managed server, right? Next we have to take the JFR recording, right? So command is jcmd. Let me run this command. So I haven't set the path variable, so for that I have to specify the complete path of my jcmd, which is inside the bin directory of your Java, right? And then PID, right? And then duration equal to whatever the duration you want. Let me go back with the default 30 seconds. Okay, let me do the recording for 30 seconds only, and then you have to specify the file name, JFR recording file name, where it will store your recording, and then tick. Okay, what is saying? Okay, the spelling is not correct, so let me go back and then do the correction. JCMD. Okay. Unknown diagnostic command. Okay, so another mistake is I have to give the file name. Okay, now it is not running. Let me go back and see again what is the problem here. Okay, the command is jcmd, then PID JFR dot start. Sorry, I haven't given the complete command. Let me copy paste again it from here. Okay, so this is jcmd and then the PID, right? And then I have to give the JFR dot start. I haven't given the JFR start. I was giving the other arguments, like, so this is JFR dot start, right? And let me go to a document, and then I have to say duration and the recording file name. So now it is complete, should work. Okay, so now we can see that recording is started. It will take some time, that means 30 seconds it will take, right? And in between, let me show you how the other options, and in between let me grep JFR, okay, which is okay, ps-if grep -i JFR. Okay, so that means recording is completed. So in between, let me show you some other options as well. If you would like to create the auto JFR recording, that means you don't want to create the manual recording. For that, you have to specify some more arguments in your JVM. Okay, so this is the argument for that one. So whenever you have a certain kind of a problems, okay, your server get exit or crash anytime, so at that time, when your server get crash, it will automatically create the JFR for you with the help of this particular argument that you can specify in your JVM. Okay, so you can just mention all of this command, along with you have to modify the path of your JFR recording. Others parameters would be same. Okay, and with the help of this command, whenever your server will get crash, it will automatically create the JFR for you. It will be helpful for the user analysis to understand why the server get crashed, right? So let me check the file name. Okay, so now you can see that JFR recording is created. So let me change the mode of this file to 777 so that I can copy it to my local machine, right? So I have given the permission. So now I am going to copy this particular file in my local machine. So let me sftp, let me go back to the FileZilla, and then let me copy it to my local machine. Okay, so this is the file tool that I'm using for the copy to my local machine, right? This is listed and the file inside the temp directory, right? And what was the name? C server underscore one dot JFR, right? So I'm going to take this file on my desktop. Okay, so it is taking, right, 100% is done. If I go to my desktop, you can say the JFR file is there, right? So now we have the tool called JMC, which is JDK mission control tool from the Oracle, which you can use for the analysis of JFR, right? And then how to download that is simple. You go to your uh, browser and write download Oracle JMC, and first you will get the JMC 8 download. Click on this one. If you are downloading on Windows, click on this zip installer. Okay, it will take some time to download on your system based on the internet speed, which is of 91.24 MB. Okay, there is no specific installation. This is just a zip file. You have to unzip and then execute the jmc tool.exe file. Okay, it will start, and let me show you where exactly it is installed my machine. Okay, so this is my machine where I have extracted this particular folder. Okay, and once you will go inside, and then you will see a jmc.exe. Double click on jmc.exe. It will open the your JDK mission control tool. Okay, and one important thing, as I have mentioned in my previous lecture as well of heap dump, that when you are running the JMC, for that JMC 8, for that you have to be on the JDK at least 11. If you don't have 11, you are running on 7, 8 or 9 or older versions of 11, then this tool will not open. It will give you some different kind of errors. So make sure if you are using a JMC 8, for that you have to install the JDK 11. Okay, so now this tool is open, and what we need to do is now we have to open the JFR file which we have saved on the desktop. This is a JFR file. I have taken this one, right? Based on the JFR file size, it will take some time, and then after that you can see there are different kind of the options on the screen. Okay, free physical memory. This is the initial screen which will give you the automated analysis result. That means it will automatically do the analysis of your JFR, and it will give you the certain kind of a recommendation. So if I click on the free physical memory, it is saying the maximum amount of memory used was 96.1 of the physical memory available. That means the maximum amount of memory used was 3.43 gig. This is 96.1 of 3.57 gig of physical memory available. Having little free memory may lead in swapping, which is very expensive. To avoid this, either decrease the memory usage or increase the amount of available memory, right? This is giving the recommendation that your the memory size is almost reaching to the maximum size of your physical memory. So either try to decrease the heap size for your servers, or either you can increase the physical memory of your machine. Similarly, if you click on the other options, it will give you some initial analysis from by the automated analysis. So undocumented options flag were detected. The following option flag is not documented, right? So by this way, depend on the your environment, depend on kind of applications you are using, depend the kind of configurations that you have in your environment, it will give you the automated analysis in the front screen, right? And apart from that one, if you see on the left hand side, okay, there are a lot of options are there with respect to your threads, with respect to your memory, with respect to your lock instances, input output of file, socket input output. Okay. Then GC collections, GC configurations, and complete GC summary, compilation, class loading, VM operations, and a lot of process, environment variable, system properties that you have defined for your system. So it will show you the complete end-to-end information about your virtual machine, which are for your JVMs. Along with that, what exactly was happening inside the machine when this JFR was taken. So when we take this JFR, suppose if you are facing some certain kind of a slowness kind of a issues with your managed servers, your servers are not responding, very slow, applications are hanging, or maybe you are getting some out of memory kind of exceptions, you are getting some stuck threads. So any kind of a troubleshooting that you can do with the help of JFR. Take the JFR recording, open it in the JMC tool, and then click on different kind of options. First it will give you the automated analysis on the front screen. Then if you would like to see the thread utilization, then you can click on threads. It will show you the different states of the thread, different kind of a thread that it was running at that time, but what the status of that. If you click on memory, it will show you the complete allocation of your memory on the different part of the memories, okay, which you can select from here as well. Okay, and Then if you have any lock instances, what was the status of your file input output, what was the status of socket I use. Okay, so I have this plain server, I don't have any applications are running, that's why it is not showing any details, it is just blank with very less details. But in your environment where you have some applications are running, then you will get a lot of information with each and every tab here. Okay, if you click on garbage collection, GC configurations, then you will see the heap configurations, GC configurations, young generation configurations, and JVM GC related logs. Okay, and different options for that, and then GC summary compilation. So this is the way how we can do some initial analysis with the help of JFR recordings with the help of JMC tool. Most of the time you will get certain kind of a debugging and automated analysis recommendation in the front screen. Apart from that, you can go to your different tabs and then look for the different kind of stats of your threads, memory instances, and this information further you can share with your developers as well. Okay, or maybe if you have a certain kind of a senior SMEs in your environment, okay, then you can share this input with them as well for the further troubleshooting. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for the next video.